Lebo, thank you very much. Now, today marks International Deaf Day. This day aims to draw the attention from the public, politicians and development authorities towards the achievement of deaf people. This day also aims to promote understanding among common people about the problems of deaf people in communities around the world and all over the world. To talk to me today, we are joined in studio by Jeanette Mofokeng from Edeaf. Jeanette, thank you very much for joining me here on Morning Live. Let's just talk about International Deaf Day and what does it actually mean?
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate this opportunity. With Deaf Awareness Month, it is so important to raise the awareness of South African Sign Language. Now, this year's theme is With Sign Language Rights, Our Children Can. That means hearing people would become more aware of the benefits of South African Sign Language and what access that can bring to our children who are deaf.
We do find that we still don't understand enough of just the day-to-day struggle of people that are hearing impaired. And often, I think a lot of these initiatives help drive, but why isn't there a bigger or more concerted effort to make sure that we hit home the message that, for example, sign language is important for everyone?
Well, perhaps to give you a clear perspective, that is why we have initiatives such as Edeaf, a company where I'm employed. I'm the project member for one of our flagship projects. Now, we have seen that the open labour market would like to employ deaf people, but do not know where to go. And that's why we provide a holistic service to create awareness, to also provide that bridge for the employer and employee to meet one another. I am responsible for the project with wholesale and retail, as I've said. So what we do is we provide training. We are a staff complement of 40, 32 whom are deaf and only 8 hearing. So our pedagogy focuses on teaching deaf people or empowering deaf people by means of deaf people themselves.
Just share with me kind of statistics in South Africa at the moment. What is the size of the hearing impaired community, and relate that to me in terms of the labour market?
Well, we have employed over the past 8 years that we've been established, over 2,000 deaf people. There are many deaf people in South Africa. The statistics are still in the dark, but we focus on the employment, as I've said, and then also very importantly in the wholesale and retail environment, where we have taught deaf people with wholesale and retail, CETA and ShopRite Checkers group of companies. So the battle of deaf people being employed in the open labour market is that of providing access, full access, so that hearing and deaf people can meet one another on the same page. When we look at the communication problems that hearing people, or the apprehension that hearing employers have, that is no problem because Edeaf provides that holistic service to the employer and employee.
Janet, what are some of that basic courses or that training that you provide to make sure that there is that complete integration?
Well, the programs that or the learnership that we provide is that of IT, end-user computing. We're very proud to have 50 deaf people graduated, most recently in QF Level 2, then also AET, that is Adult Education and Training, to bridge that English gap for deaf people to be able to communicate with hearing people via pen and paper. As I've mentioned, the NQF Level 3 learnership, the IT, will now move over to NQF Level 4. So that is very successful for us.
Okay, guys, unfortunately we've run out of time. But what a great initiative, and we urge absolutely everybody to find out more about it. That was Jeanette Mofokeng from Edeaf, and she was with her sign language interpreter Petri du Toit, and we're talking to us about International Deaf Day, which is in fact today, and we urge everybody to find out more. Just go Google, especially if you're an employer and you want to find out how to employ a hearing impaired, and make sure that you have the right or the right systems in place to make sure that their corporate structure is fruitful.